Hello everyone, and welcome to this reading on the blue flame energy and the messages that it has for us. Make sure that you sit in a straight up position so that the energies can work through you more freely, and also make sure that you have your feet solidly planted on the ground. Maybe you want to have a glass of water next to you, and also to tune in to your breathing system, to your breath. Take some good deep breaths, and there might be some interesting information in the box below this video that you might want to read before you start watching the video. Among others, perhaps you want to know more about the Alpha Centaurians and the Galactic Federation coming through for us today, or maybe you want to know more about the blue ray. So let's call in the blue flame energy and see what it has for us. And of course, we're moving out in our light body, where we are getting into contact with our higher self. And to me, that is the point marking where we are beginning to communicate and have dialogues with whomever or whatever is beyond, is out there. Okay, so take some nice deep breaths. So a few days ago I felt that there were some new downloads coming in, and I had the feeling that it was from the Galactic Federation, which we were also working with in my last reading. But just to make sure, I just shuffled the deck and just asking for, is this I would like confirmation on this as being the Galactic Federation coming through. And the same card came out, card number 22. Alongside with it this time, Alpha Centaurians card number 2 came out as well. So this card over here is talking about foresight, planning and strategy. And the Galactic Federation, as I mentioned last time, is talking about collaboration, meetings and community, that they want to come into some kind of dialogue with us. And notice all the 2s, 22 over here and 2. And it wasn't until a few hours later that it hit me that we are in 2022. So it might be a reference to that we have 3 2s. So who knows, maybe we are going to have some galactic visits this year, or definitely we will have this energy coming in during this year to assist us, to communicate something to us. So let's head off and see what the message is for us. And here we have first Karmic Relationships, talking about Orion energy, polarity, soul growth and conflict. And here we can see that we have 2 persons on 2 different planets. So it's talking about that what we're going through right now in the world here on planet Earth is polarities, it's duality. And it's also karmic. So we have experienced this situation before. There's a lot of conflict and wars playing out at the moment, a lot of inequality. So there is something here playing out that we have as a human species, we have experienced that before. And also with the Orion energy, I have put a link down below to a video, to 2 videos actually, concerning Orion and the constellation of Orion, and also in connection to the Sphinx of Egypt, where some scientists think that there might be some kind of archives under the Sphinx. So I have a feeling that this could very much link to that there's something in the archives, there's something here that we have been through before, and if we would just look for it, we will actually have the information on what it is that is exactly playing out. So very interesting, but also that it's like we are on different planets right now on Earth, and that we are forgetting that we are actually on the same planet. So the next cards that came out, they actually came out together. And the first card was this card saying messenger. And this is Sirius energy, so maybe some of you resonate with Sirius, but they're coming in to bring harmony and balance. So Sirian energy also very present, and I also feel that we are messengers and that we need to remember that as well. That with this blue ray we have come in to assist with love and wisdom. And the next card coming out is this card, Earth Pulsing, Pulse of the Mother, slow down, time in nature. So there's something here where we need to remember that, yeah, maybe some of you out there are Earth Angels, that's what's coming in, but we are messengers and we need to slow down so that we can hear what Mother Earth is trying to tell us. Just lay still here like the woman here in the grass, or the person in the grass, or in the among the flowers, and just really listen to the water of wisdom. We can see there's a lot of water coming down here from the snow up in the mountains. So there is something coming in, also a symbol of the divine trying to reach us through the element of water perhaps, but we definitely need to listen to Mother Nature, to the pulsing of that, to bring in this harmony. Okay, and the last card to come out is this card, I'm sorry. Oops, I forgot to show it to you. I'm sorry. Talking about uprooting and righting past wrongs. So there is something that is coming up now that is karmic, and it is relationships. So it is about how we treat each other. And there is something coming up here for us that we have experienced before in old civilizations perhaps. And everything is playing out now because it needs that uprooting. It needs that uprooting, okay? And it's like with Mother Earth, she is releasing a lot right now, but she has got to release it. It's as if she's saying that I'm sorry that I have got to release all this power, but some of the power is something, those low vibrational powers is something that you have been polluting my energy field with. Okay, so I feel that it's a mix of Mother Earth cleansing out herself, and also us as a human species just playing energies out that have been suppressed for years, or that has not been taken care of for years, that now it's being rectified in some way, no matter whatever is playing out. Okay, so there are definitely someone coming in here to help us bring in harmony, and we could also be that ourselves, as since we are one, we also holding the light. And so the last card that is coming in this message is this, talking about the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, and softening to love. Yes, and since Mars and Venus are dancing closely together in the sign of Aquarius at the moment, we have this softening to love perhaps, but Mars is known as the warrior, is the leader, is moving with its instincts. Okay, no looking back, only looking forward. Also very much devoted to work. Okay, it's willing to do whatever it takes. It's also talking about, of course, conflict and also civil wars. So that's what we are going through right now, and they see it. They see what we are going through. Just remember that we are holding the light here, and we need to tune into Mother Earth and to really listen to what is it that is coming up right now. So let's see if they have some more advice for us as to cope with this situation at the moment. And here we have action again, with the word action, a reference back to Mars energies. And I feel with the water here, it's clearly a reference to our intuition, our emotions, and the more feminine aspect. We can see how there are dark clouds in the sky, so it's like we need to take action to come out of these dark times. And the other card coming out from this card deck, was this card talking about community. So here we have the rainbow colors, again the colors coming in to tell us that we have all the light within us, we have all the different colors within us, and now we are flying through a major transformation when we are, it's like we're passing through these colors, and the butterflies are a symbol of transformation and really being able now to see things from perhaps a higher perspective. But we are coming out of the woods here, again a reference back to the shadows, and we are coming out of the shadow sides now. We are beginning to see the light in things. So also with the water present in the other picture up here and over here, I feel that there is, with the light and the water here, there is some kind of electrical ignition where we start to remember things and we start to take action on that. We start to remember why we came here and what needs to be done. And we consist of 70 or 80% of water, and water is what's holding the wisdom within us. And since we also consist of plasma, our inner being is plasma, is light, then I feel that the impulses coming through our astral body, taking up cosmic impulses, is really initiating our waters, and we are giving answers out, that we are beaming that energy out from the core within us through our plasma. We're sending that out through our waters and then out again through our astral body. So that's also how we keep a dialogue with the Galactic Federation and whomever may be out there. But also it's what we're radiating out to our fellow citizens. And since we have Alpha Centaurians here with foresight, planning and strategy, it's really about taking action now on how to get into community with each other, okay? To really start to understand how to transform through these colors, about how to take in all the abilities that we all have within us, to awaken all that we are. So this could also be a symbol of our DNA strings, for example. So let's have a look at the astrology cards to see if there's some more information here. And here we are told that we are showing up as the planet Neptune, which is also the planet that is ruling the last and the 12th house of the zodiac, where we also have a lot of water energy. We have Pisces energies there. So Neptune is really the healer, and we can see here again how the mermaid and the unicorn here, they are swimming in the ocean up towards the light. So there is really something here where we want to know the truth. We're asking questions. We want to go back to the original things in life. And this is also talking about our fantasies, our deepest yearnings in life, and also, of course, potential for illusion, which means that here with Neptune, we can risk to just flow away with whatever feelings other people may have or how other people are doing things. Here we really need to put up our boundaries and ask ourselves, well, what is my take on this? How do I feel about this? And really take a step back, maybe be alone for a while once in a while during the day to, whoops, that was a card deck. Okay, and really just take a step back to make sure that what we feel is what we feel and not just something that we're picking up from other people's auras. So this is really about going into our dreams. What kind of world do we see? This is also a very, this is where we are seeing things through maybe the eyes of extreme beauty and how the world could be. It's like we know what love is about, okay? This is also about unconditional love. So, but here it is about being mature in our emotions. We are here giving up our ego. We are just giving something up for, the greater good, or something that is higher than ourselves, okay? So that's how we are, that we as a collective now have the possibility to rise up as Neptune, okay? So The next cards that came out, they came out together, so maybe they will just tell us a little story here. But the first card to come out was the 5th house, and this is where we express ourselves. This is about our creativity in life, where we have fun, where we flirt with life. And also, again, back to the Orion constellation and the Sphinx, which is the lion in Egypt, we find the zodiac sign energies of Leo in the 5th house, so that could be a perfect reference back to that. It also it's ruled by the sun, so that's why we also say that everything begins and everything ends in the zodiac sign of Leo. So that's the life area that we are getting messages on right now, how to cope with things. And here we are told to do the work. Okay, so Virgo energies is an earth element sign. This is about being practical, doing our duty, and being extremely practical. Okay, put one foot in front of the other. Just do what is asked of you to do. Work with whatever is laid on your doorstep, because here we also have the divine light shining down on whatever it is that we are doing with our lives. So in Virgo, we also get acquaintance with Mother Mary, so there's something holy about this. It's about us moving out there, supporting other people, and giving birth to whatever is important for them in their lives. So really doing the job here. Move on with your creative skills, whatever that may be for you, and really have a hands on that. And the next card to come out is Cancer. So this is about our emotions, our soul. It's about taking care of each other. And we have this mother-child relationship here going. It's just really where we want to connect with our roots and where we feel safe and at home. So when we are moving out there to assist other people, and I feel that we really need to be open to also the fact that what people are going through right now could be quite hurtful. Because when the truth is coming up to the surface, we need to be creative. We need to put hands on and do whatever is required of us. And I feel that this could also speak about, again, the healer here, since we have Virgo and Pisces as sister signs. So this Virgo card is telling us how to put these Neptunian energies into works, okay? So when that's happening, we need to go out there, be creative with whatever it is that we have to offer, because someone out there needs protection, needs care. And then we have another house card, the 11th house. And this is where we can sit and wish upon a star. This is about where we want to meet with like-minded people. We want to become one. This is also talking about the pilgrim and the world citizen. This is pointing to Uranus and Aquarius energies. So this is also where we are working with astrology, spirituality, telepathy, science, what could be out there. Uranus here is the first of the outer planets. So, which means that it's the first planet beyond. So Saturn is the last visible planet here from planet Earth, and so Uranus would be the first planet we would get into contact with after setting off from Saturn. So what could be out there? We're working here with revolution and freedom, but also working with humanity, the individual and the group, in a lovely synchronistic way. So this is also where I feel that we have a great opportunity now to really reach out to whomever is out there. It's like there's an open window here, and the girl sitting down here, she's whizzing upon that star, or she's trying to figure out, how am I going to get into contact here, okay? Again, a calling for our creative skills. And the last card to come out is the moon. So again, a reference to our unconscious side, our more sensitive side, our soul, and also our daily routines, our shadow sides, our past. So there's something in here, something here that we have been through before, because the planets are always showing up as us as a collective with their characteristics. So we have been through this before. Okay, so whatever it is that we feel, is coming in through our astral body is really important, because it's meant to awakening us. It's a wake-up call. Also with the 11th house over here, it's also talking about sudden changes and enlightenment. So there's something coming in here through our emotions, again a reference back to water. And 11th house would actually be about the air element. In Aquarius we can become quite electric. Okay, so again, this water and electricity going on, ignition. So whatever it is that we feel, we have felt it before, and we need to dive deeper into that, because we hold the answers within ourselves already to a resolution on what's going on in the world right now. Okay, so, and as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there are more information down below on all of this. Okay, so let's have a look at some mediumship cards to see if they can bring in some more information here. But definitely we are showing up as the healers, okay, and diving deeper for the truth here. We want to get to the bottom of it, and it's like coming into remembrance. And I like how this Cancer energy card is in the middle of it all, because that I feel that it's the Galactic Federation coming in with love for us and community that just want to collaborate. And also with the moon is actually ruling the 4th house where we find Cancerian energy. So there is something about motherhood here, taking care of us, make sure that what we are giving out to other people of this is also what we are going to receive from them. Okay, but there is something where things now need some kind of planning, some kind of strategy. So really pay attention to what is speaking to you, because now the time is calling for action to come into community. Okay, so let's have a look at the mediumship cards. The first card to come out is psychic journaling. So numbers, colors, or words coming up through television, radio, or your friends and family, whatever you may be talking about, you will start to remember things. You will start to see things repeatedly, and make sure that when you see things like that, it's because there could be a download coming in for you, and therefore you need to keep this cycle journaling, like, okay, the last time I saw that number or that color, what was it about? Because now you could have this the sequel of that, the continuation of that message. Now the next 3 cards, they came out together, so let's have a look at the first one. Yeah, we got all this blue color going on. So turn on switch. So this is about your 3rd eye chakra, where you may want to activate that in some way, maybe through a certain kind of music or song, or when you're playing an instrument, or you're just out in nature and you want to get into contact with the Galactic Federation, and you say, okay, I'm switching on now. What do we have for me? And so that could be different for all of us. So just sit down and reflect a little bit, or meditate upon what your turn on switch should be about. Is that a word or a piece of music, something where you are telepathically just tuning into the energies here? Now the next card coming out is the spirit communication process, because that is what is allowing them to come in, okay? And then you will know that it's like a shooting star up here. Beautiful card. And you can also see how your 3rd eye chakra here, they're speaking to each other. So it's through clairvoyance. This is also a clairvoyance here, and a reference to our psychic journaling. And maybe try to remember, maybe write down what was our conversation about last time, because sometimes there can be heavy downloads, okay, and it can come in so fast. So maybe you want to record it or write it down. The last card to come out here with the other 2 cards is this soul guidance. Yes, and when this communication is in process, you will be guided through your emotions, through your inner being, from whatever it is that is speaking to you. Really pay attention to when this process is going, because it will tell you where to go, because you will simply feel it, you'll simply know it, and that you will be guided where to take the next step, where to make some kind of transformation. And here I definitely feel that it's you coming out and making the transformation, okay? Being a transformer, okay? We are transforming energies. Okay, so let's have some personal cards to see if they can give us some more information on how this is showing up in our lives. And first we have card number 2. So we have a lot of 2s going, so maybe you're gonna see a lot of 2s. We also have 2 people in the picture up here, so maybe that's significant in some way. But this is talking about the main female, again the blue couch and blue curtains, again reference back to the blue color, okay? So here there's a woman in the picture, and I feel very much that this is a sign that the female energy in the world is on its way back, okay? And this could also mean that for some of you, you may come into contact with past and loved ones that you have known in this lifetime, because the red rose is telling me that about mortality. So it's someone that you have known in this lifetime who've crossed over, who might come in on this blue ray as well to hold you. But the female energy is really awakening, and I feel that that energy is really going to awaken so much that we will notice it in a way we have never noticed it before. And the card to come out with that card was card number 28. So again, number 2. So maybe number 2 or 28 has a special meaning for you. You go with that. Or 228 may have a significant meaning. You go with that. But there's something here we can definitely expect. This woman sitting here at the window, she is expecting this. We can expect this to come in. Okay, and the 2 last cards came out individually. So the next card here, yes, we are taking a new journey with our female capacities, or with the female energy. Okay, we're getting into acquaintance with that. We're on a journey. We are just preparing to jump on the next train. Okay? And when we do that, there's a message coming in for us. So really pay attention now, because I also feel that this is about when you have activated this spirit communication process down here, and you start to pick up in your soul something where you just know what to do. There will be this message coming in for us, but maybe it can also be a message for other people, from other people, as to where to go right now. And we can see how there's a man in this picture. So this could be like the masculine energy. We're also calling for action, where this feminine is more like a passive receptive energy, but we need to have some masculine energy to travel out there and do something. Take this feminine energy and put it into action, and then there will be some kind of message for us. And let's just ask what that message could be about when we're traveling out there. First of all, they are asking us to lighten up, okay? 24 again, number 2 here. So maybe you'll start to see white feathers here, and just take that as you are cleansed, you are clear, you have been through some decluttering in your life. Okay, wipe the slate clean. I feel the same. If you can't forgive it all, just move on. Okay, just move on. The next card to come out is lavender, number 44, connect to body, mind, and soul. And also lavender, in the meaning of the word, means to wash. So we are washing off our chakras right now, so that body, mind, and soul can get better into contact with each other. Number 44 could actually be a reference back to Atlantis, again back to Orion energy and lost civilizations and the archives under the Sphinx. So maybe there is something here with the old Atlantis, that they went through similar circumstances that we are now going through as well. Okay, very interesting. And we have 444 going on here, which means that they're keeping an eye on us, and we are very much protected and very cherished and very much loved. Okay, yes. And the last card to come out here is Indigo, improve your vision, number 40. So another 4 going on here. Okay, beautiful. So this is talking about that we should really improve our vision. Okay, that Yeah, a star has fallen. Star has fallen. Okay, they're definitely coming in here. So we should really start to improve our vision, you know, to look up and look into the light and understand that we are light beings, and start to improve our vision on what is really going on. Back to the Neptune card we had down here. Really start to go with that, to ask if there is more, to go among the stars, okay, to really start to ask questions, to start to see things from a higher perspective. Also, again, a reference back to the 11th house, higher thinking, okay, because we are cleansed, we are pure, we are decluttering, we are free spirits, okay, so please lighten up. Even though we are going through some major hard times, know that we are washing off right now. What we are going through is karmic. We've been there before. Please dive into more information, because it's already within us. We are awakening more DNA, more light within us than we have ever done for ever before, maybe, but at least for many thousand years. So this is a major shift going on in the world right now. So just sit down and meditate, figure out where your creative spot is in life, why it is that you came here. Really spend some more time on looking up information about that, listening, and also listening to your intuition, to your emotions, what's going on, and maybe take some time off from friends and family just once in a while to make sure that what you are feeling and sensing is actually yours and not other people's energies, okay? So very exciting message here. I hope you've been inspired to dive deeper in this. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. It means the world. Thank you again. Take great care of yourselves and each other out there, and bye for now.